welcome back to my channel. My name is Teresa. Thank you so much for clicking. I am so happy you are here. For today's video, I wanted to share my TBR for my 20 books in 2022. This is a hashtag that is on Bookstagram. The object of this hashtag is to read books that are from your bookshelf. So it's a take on the backlisted books rather than going out and buying books. So I am going to name 22 books and I will tell you a little bit about them, and let's get into the video. First book is Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. This is a Christian fiction book, kind of historical fiction. It is set in 1850. I actually already read this. It was a very surprising read and I really enjoyed it. But it's romance Christian fiction and it was really fun, and I even saw the movie. Next, The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This has been on my TBR so many times and I am proud to say I have read it now. So pat myself on the back. I loved it, and this follows a concentration camp of superhero. They have different supernatural abilities and they are in this brutal government rehabilitation camp. Pretty cool dystopian book. Number 3 is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is a new adult romance. It follows Hannah, who is a smart woman in college, and Garrett, who is a hockey player, and he ends up not doing good on his midterm in college and he will get kicked off of the team. So he convinces Hannah to tutor him, and then, enemies to lovers. I have actually read all 3 of those so far. Next we have The Ice Garden by Guy Jones. This is a middle grade about a girl who is stuck in the hospital. Not sure what her condition is, but she turns her world into an ice magical garden, and it's her imagination goes wild in the hospital, which I thought was so cool, and I wanted to read it in January, which I didn't, but I'll maybe be able to read it in March. Number 5, we have Ever After Happy, which is book 4 in the After series. This is a new adult by Anna Todd. It follows Tessa and Hardin. We are on book 4, so a lot of stuff has happened, and it's enemies to lovers, and then romance, and then not a good relationship. But these are super great books, and I'm gonna read book 4, and then here's book 5, and then here's book 4. These covers are so pretty, and then that will be the end of the series, so that will be very fun to get through. Next we have The Unfairest of Them All by Shannon Hale. This is a middle grade that follows Ever After High, which is Prince protagonist, the Evil Queen's daughter, and Apple, Snow White's daughter, and it's just fun. I read book 1, I loved it, and I just thought I wanted to read book 2. Next is Glitter by April Lynn Pike. I really want to read this. I think it's kind of dystopian, but there's also supernatural abilities in it, I'm pretty sure. There's a drug called glitter, and glitter can be hidden through lip gloss, but they sell it. I don't know. It sounds super cool. Also, one of my friends loves it, so I want to talk to her about it afterwards. Then we have Orgin Lux number 4. This is a 2-part bind-up. So Orgin is in this, and by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And that follows aliens, but they're hot aliens, and a lot of crazy stuff goes on because they're supposed to be secret, government and everything. Next I have Luv Ya Bunches, a flower power book by Lauren Miracle. This just looked super cute and I just couldn't. It's mixed media, and I love when it's mixed media because it's just so different and fun. And I'm not sure what it's about, but it just looked really fun. Yeah. Then number 12, we have Dead to the World, which is book 4 in the Suki Stackhouse series. This This is the series that is True Blood from the TV show. So if you know about that, that's what this is. It's different. Some of the plot points change. The characters are pretty much the same, but it's just a really good read. It's adult romance, paranormal because they're vampires. Next is Wicked King and Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. So this is the second and third of the Folk Air series. It's a Fae series, and I loved book one, and I've been wanting to read book two, but it just didn't happen. I didn't want to rush through it. I wanted to just enjoy it. So I thought I would read it in my 2022. If you're a bookstagrammer or a booktuber or reader, you know about this series. It's really good. Next book I wanted to read was number 15, The Kissing Booth by Rebecca Surley? No. Here it is. By Beth Reckles. I actually watched this movie recently and I loved the movie so much. I just kept thinking about it, and then I was like, I have the book. So I wanted to read the book. So it is in my, I'm using it for decoration right now because it is February, but I wanted to read that and I'm very excited. If you don't know about that, it's pretty much about this girl who's been best friends with this guy, and she's had a crush on his brother for so long, but he's always kind of just been out of her league. And then something changes and there's a kissing booth, and it's just a really fun, cute little YA romance. Then we have The Sinful Lives of Trophy Wives by Kristen Miller. I read one of Kristen Miller's books recently. It was The Bad Boy Meets His Match. It was cute little novella romance. This is another adult, and it is actually supposed to be based on like Monterey area, which is in California. And I'm excited to just hear how, San Francisco, okay, how other people live in these wild, rich societies. So yeah, I don't know. Then we have The Cupcake Diaries, book one by Coco Simon. I don't know. This is a short middle grade that I just thought would be fun. Sometimes you need a middle grade when you read an adult because it's like a good palate cleanser. And then these two are middle grade. We have Emily Windsnap in The Castle in the Mist and Emily Windsnap in The Siren's Secret by Liz Kessler. These are book 3 and 4 of the series. She's half mermaid and she's on mermaid adventures. I love this series. Next we have Grey by E.L. James. If you know, you know. If you're an adult, read with discretion. Read with... yeah. And then we have Unhinged, Helen Hart, The Blood Saga Part 2. This is a bind up of 4, 5, and 6. I was obsessed with 1, 2, and 3. And it's kind of about a vampire who was taken when he was younger, and he's like trapped by this other vampire for years, and then he gets out and he kind of has this bond with this human. Yeah, it's really good. Adult romance, paranormal. Last but not least is Unbroken, 13 stories starring disabled teens, edited by Marie Kneecap. And we have lots of authors here if you want to look at that. This is short stories, and I really wanted to read this. I'm trying to read more disability rep because I am disabled, but I don't like to read any really sad stories or like cancer stories. So some of them are sometimes not ones that I want to read. Like I've never read The Fault in Our Stars, and I never will. But I thought this would be good because they're short stories, so if I don't like something I can just skip it. Yeah, so that is all of my 20 books in 2022. My goal is to read all of these. 22 books is not very hard for me in a year, and I've already read 3, and these are all very anticipated ones that I want to read. So I don't think it'll be very difficult, but I thought I would share it with you. And remember, you can find magic wherever you look. Sit back and relax. All you need is a book. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Remember, you can subscribe and join the family. Okay, bye!
Don't drop it.
There. What the? Autofocus. Closer? Come closer to me. Straight. There. One of Kristen Miller. Ow. Ah.